nicely into the postseason, 30-10 over Jacksonville. Coach's third straight win. Their defense allowing a total of only 20 points in that. Tennessee 16-10 over Houston. The Texans are the first team to start 2-0 and then lose 14 straight. They end an ignominious season. 21-20 Carolina over Atlanta. Carolina clinches the NFC South. Panthers defense impressive, 9 sacks. That's the most in franchise history, highlighted by Greg Hardy's 4. It was Washington losing to New York. Redskins 8 straight losses, longest streak since 1961. And Detroit loses by 1 to the Minnesota Vikings. Lions have lost 4 straight. Coming up, all the highlights. That's when the Verizon Halftime Report continues right here on CBS.
A journey begins, driven by drama, fueled by destiny, as each team navigates their own unique map towards college basketball's ultimate destination. The road to the Final Four all season long on CBS Sports.
Make way for TV's newest superheroes.
Mother and son combine as one.
Your family is so cool. The Millers, CBS Thursday.
I'm James Brown. Coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report, we'll have scores and highlights, including the Steelers keeping their playoff hopes alive. The Verizon Halftime Report is next.
Sherlock's greatest rival returns.
I know where the crooked curve.
The world's corruption runs deeper than you know.
The first new elementary of the year, Thursday.
The season leads here, to the place where every play is make or break. It's where legends are born.
They pile into the end zone again.
These are the playoffs. No one covers it like NFL Network. From exclusive access to Hall of Fame analysis to wired sound from the field.
NFL Network, your pass to the playoffs.
We make 60 minutes of play something to remember.
We make it fun for everyone. We make 60 minutes of play a day our top priority.
Hey, JJ, can I go long?
Go long. That's my move. Hop on the bus at NFLRush.com.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to our New York studio and the Verizon Halftime Report. JB alongside Dan, Coach Shannon, and Boomer, the droid by Verizon, helping us out nicely as always.
Yes, JB, Peyton Manning has now thrown for more touchdowns in a single season, 55. Yardage, 5,477, breaking Drew Brees' record. They're the first team in NFL history to score over 600 points in the season. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is.
I would say it's very good.
And as Peyton told Dan Marino in a pregame interview, I'm having fun.
Well, this game's going to be played in a torrential downpour up in New England. LeGarrette Blount's going to take this ball right here, 36 yards. They tack on a field goal, 16-3 at halftime. If they win, they hold on to the number 2 seed, assuming that Denver goes on to beat Oakland.
And San Diego needs to lose for Pittsburgh to get in, and San Diego needs a win to get into the playoffs. They're sitting 20 of the 22 stars, Kansas City is, but they still lead at halftime, 21-14, thanks to 2 Knile Davis touchdowns.
And you guys are going to see the craziest play ever. Watch this. This will be on a blooper reel someday. Julius Peppers comes around, hits Aaron Rodgers. The ball is loose. Everybody thinks it's an incomplete pass, but Jared Boykins looking at it. Aaron Rodgers runs over. Take it in. They whistle didn't blow. Run in the end zone. It's a touchdown for Green Bay.
Let's see what Aaron Rodgers can do for you.
That's crazy.
Being alert, boo.
I think Drew Brees, he might be watching what Peyton Manning doing. Drew Brees, 17 of 21. 321 yards in the first half, 4 TDs. This one, the Big Meech. Oh, that's not Big Meech. That's Robert Meacham. It's 43 yards.
You know, the next great thing is going to be a quarterback throwing for 600 yards in a game. How about Colin Kaepernick right here? Anquan Bolden down the sideline. This is going to lead to a touchdown pass to Vernon Davis for 3 yards. 17-0 49ers at that point. Then on fourth and goal, the Cardinals end up going for it, put on a touchdown, 17-7 as they go into half. Right now, San Francisco's the number 5 seed.
And here, see right now, watch this play right here by the Seattle defense, which is very good at home. Malcolm Smith steps in front of the pass right there, returns it 37 yards, and the Seattle Seahawks lead 13-0 at the end of the first half.
All right, the rest of the scores.
And you see the Jets there, they beat Miami 20-7 and knocked Miami out of the playoffs and go 8-8 in the season.
Congratulations to Cincinnati. They win the AFC North. They go undefeated at home for the first time since 1988.
Carolina used 9 sacks from their defense, 4 by Greg Hardy, to win the NFC South and guaranteed at least a 2 seed in the NFC.
And in the NFC playoffs, you can see it right there, Philadelphia and Chicago, NFC East and North are play-in games. Wild cards are the same.
Guys, I think the AFC is going to stay the same way right here unless somehow New England loses to Buffalo.
And Kansas City, San Diego, Pittsburgh's looking at Kansas City to win.
Verizon Report continues.
That was quick.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Never be without football. Get coverage of every NFL game on NFL Mobile from Verizon.
Melissa McCarthy and Billy Gardell star in Mike and Molly, CBS Monday, 9/8 Central.
It's a game for madmen. I'm the biggest madman of them all.
He is football royalty.
What the hell's going on out here?
A man who demanded winning.
The Green Bay Packers have won the championship.
He wanted every ounce of ability you had, and he wouldn't stop until you gave it to him.
The most revered coach of all time.
Men respond to leadership in a most remarkable way. Once you have won their hearts, they'll follow you anywhere.
Vince Lombardi of Football Life continues Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network.
The season leads here, to the place where every play is make or break. It's where legends are born.
They pile into the end zone.
These are the playoffs. No one covers it like NFL Network. From exclusive access to Hall of Fame analysis to wired sound from the field.
NFL Network, your pass to the playoffs.
Can we get down to business?
Long time, Raylan.
I'll be standing on a corner full of gin when they bring your dead body in.
Give me a target and I hit it.
I'll be glad when you're dead, you rescue me. Damn it!
Justified premieres Tuesday, January 7th, only on FX.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
It don't matter what we do, what we say in the morning.
Boomerang Carton unleashed on a nation.
In the morning.
Never be without football. Get coverage of every NFL game on NFL Mobile from Verizon. Call ** NFL to download it now. Data rates may apply.
2 women, 1 mission. Cover the country in a dip called queso. Made with creamy Velveeta and Rotel. A zesty blend of tomatoes and green chilies.
Would you open the door just a smidge? Just a little tickle. Hi! Did you make this?
Oh, your house is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Y'all have never tried queso? I'll cube up the Velveeta. And I will pour the Rotel. I feel like Santa. 'Tis the season for sharing.
Take me somewhere, sunny and
75. We're back at the Big Q at San Diego's Qualcomm Stadium, and in a surprise, Kansas City going primarily with backups, still leading San Diego 21-14. Playoffs on the line for the Chargers, and with a minute left in the first half, his quarterback Chase Daniel with a handoff to Knile Davis, giving the Chiefs a 21-14 lead, and that is the score as we head to the second half. Football like you've never heard it, presented to you by Sonos. Marv Albert, along with Rich Gannon, what does San Diego have to do to change things in the second half?
Well, they have not played well defensively. I think it really starts with their run defense. They've already given up 123 yards on the ground in the first half. Knile Davis, 79 and 2 touchdowns. They've got to do a better job stopping the run on the early downs. The other thing they've got to be able to do is they've got to be able to contain Chase Daniel. He has gotten out of the pocket a couple times and presented some problems for that secondary.
Chase Daniel making his first NFL start, and he has done a good job. Running back Knile Davis playing for the Pro Bowler Jamal Charles also has been a major factor in the first half. So San Diego will receive a look at Ronnie Brown, former member of the Miami Ball Club. And this is Brown. Works his way across the 20-yard line. Stopped by Cyrus Gray, so it's a 28-yard return, and here comes Phillip Rivers. 8 for 11, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception in the first half.
Yeah, I thought he looked sharp, and again, you know, you look at Mike McCoy, the concern on his face, and they know what's at stake. All they've got to do is take care of business here in the second half, and they'll find themselves in the postseason.
So Rivers out of the gun. He has Ryan Mathews to his right. They start out from the 23-yard line. And he swings it out. Mathews reaching out near the 30, picked up 6 on the play. For those who may have just tuned in, Andy Reid going with 20 of his 22 players being backups. Only 2 starters, both on offense. The right tackle Eric Fisher and the fullback Anthony Sherman. And here is Mathews. Picked up a yard. Ryan Mathews had that big run in the first quarter, 44 yards, which led to a touchdown. I'd like to welcome those joining us. Marv Albert, Rich Gannon. We are in San Diego. And Kansas City, despite the fact that they're playing, for the most part, backup players, leading the Chargers 21-14 on the line for San Diego, with Miami and Baltimore losing, is a playoff spot, the number 6th seed. And here is Rivers firing, and it is dropped by Eddie Royal. Off double coverage, had a shot. Look at the playoff scenario. San Diego would be eliminated with a defeat here. Pittsburgh, with the win over Cleveland, is in with a San Diego defeat. And Miami and Baltimore, both losing earlier, have been eliminated from playoff contention. Punting unit comes on. Dexter McCluster, one of the best in the NFL, takes the fair catch at the 16-yard line. It's a 52-yard punt. And here comes Chase Daniel, who is making his first NFL start.
At Southwest, we pride ourselves not only on what we do up here, but also down here. Up here, down here. Up here, down here. Back up here, and back down here. Even though we're an airline, we do some of our best work on the ground. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
This is the comfort of full-grain Napa leather. This is a fully equipped, crafted interior. This keeps you up to date with everything and everyone. This is 9 gears that give you 31 miles per gallon highway. This is the freedom to keep chasing all the horizons you want. Introducing the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee.
Well-qualified lessees can lease the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee Sport for $259 a month.
It hardly seems fair. He has the Intel-powered 2-in-1. A laptop and a tablet, responsive to his every touch.
But pity the old laptop. What do you have to offer?
Nothing. Ask not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. A laptop when you need it, a tablet when you want it.
Announcing the first new episode of the year.
Yoda lady.
It's a 2.5 Men you'll want to share.
Will you look at this picture?
New Thursday after the Crazy Ones.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
A look at Alex Smith, an inactive today among many of the Kansas City Stars who are sitting it out, with Andy Reid going for the rest rather than rust. Knile Davis on the carry for no gain.
Well, the Chiefs got it started with the Knile Davis 17-yard run. Came right back with throw to Gates, and of course, it's been back and forth scoring in the first half, but Knile Davis, 2 touchdown runs, put the Chiefs up 21-14 at the half.
Second and 10 at the 18. Daniel couldn't find anyone. He's run very well today. Slides across the 25-yard line, picked up 6.
Well, this is the one thing that I don't think the Chargers have accounted for. It's the mobility of Chase Daniel. We see it a lot with Alex Smith, but that's one of the problems when you don't see a quarterback. And talking to the defensive coordinator, John Pagano of the San Diego Chargers, he said, hey, we're not going to go back and look at preseason tape of Chase Daniel. We're going to trust that they're going to run their scheme and run their offense based on what we saw the first 15 weeks.
Chase Daniel, longtime backup for Drew Brees in New Orleans, making his first NFL start. Big play right here as he guns it, but short of the first down. And the question is, was it called complete? Junior Hemingway spun around by Sharice Wright, but it does not matter. The punting unit will come on.
Well, good protection and critical third down situation. They run the crossing route. The Chiefs love these crossing routes, but very good coverage by Wright. He is right in the back pocket of Junior Hemingway.
Keenan Allen is back for this Dustin Colquitt punt. Keenan Allen, an outstanding rookie receiver out of Cal, back at his 26-yard line. And he's calling for the fair catch at the 20. A 54-yard punt. Let's see what Phillip Rivers can do as he takes the field. Chargers back to the offense.
To truck guys, the truck is everything. And when you put them in charge of making an unbeatable truck, good things happen. This is the Ram 1500, the 2014 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, and first ever back-to-back champion. Guts, glory, Ram.
This year at T-Mobile, make everyone's wishes come true. Give them the most anticipated gift of the holiday season. The revolutionary iPhone 5S on T-Mobile. With no restrictive annual service contracts and only $0 down. The iPhone 5S on T-Mobile, the ultimate holiday gift.
Cause you had a bad day, you're taking one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie. You work on a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, the camera don't lie. You're coming back down and you really don't mind. You had a bad day.
Playing today, Darntari Poe, Justin Houston, Tamba Hali, Brandon Flowers, Eric Berry. And yet the Chargers still having some problems against this Chiefs defense. I think it speaks volumes about the talent and the depth that they have on this defense. A lot of young players taking advantage of the opportunity.
It's a third down and 3. And as we mentioned before, Andy Reid telling us last night he did the same with Philadelphia on 4 occasions and was successful 3 of the 4 times. Here's a pass thrown deep, and it is incomplete. Pass intended for Eddie Royal, who was double covered by Quentin Demps and Ron Parker. Eddie Royal was back from an injury hit season and playing with an injured toe.
And that's twice now in this game that Phillip Rivers has just missed Eddie Royal. And you point out, Marv, when you don't practice, it affects everything you do as a football team. He's got that toe injury. We were out of practice on Friday. He didn't take any reps, and that makes it very difficult even for a veteran quarterback like Phillip Rivers.
Fourth punt here coming up for Mike Cypress, one of the best. Dexter McCluster is back, drifts to the near side. Here comes McCluster, able to accelerate. What a return by McCluster, gets inside the 35-yard line. Darryl Stuckey makes the tackle. It's a 32-yard return by the Pro Bowler.
And this is why Dexter McCluster is a Pro Bowler. He takes this thing in the air and he takes it on the run. I mean, he was aggressive. It was a short kick. But once he gets rolling, he is tough. He is tough to bring down in the open field. Great speed and quickness from the Pro Bowl returner, Dexter McCluster.
Looks like he's a bit shaken up. Four-year man from Ole Miss, second-round draft pick. All right, the handoff to Knile Davis. Straight ahead move. Cam Thomas, Jared Johnson make the stop, just a 1-yard pickup. Kansas City Chiefs began the season 9-0. Since then, they've dipped off. They've dropped 4 of the last 6. The losses, 2 to Denver, 1 to the Colts, and they lost in a shootout to the Chargers. That was back in week number 12. Now Cyrus Gray comes back into the game, so he's the running back alongside Daniel. And it's Daniel on a fake or a busted play, picking up a yard. Chase Daniel in his 5th season out of Missouri. And we touched on it earlier. Much of our audience may not have been with us, but he is making his first start since his college days with Missouri, and it was in the Alamo Bowl.
Yeah, and he seemed really comfortable last night. And again, the Chiefs made a fairly sizable commitment to him in free agency. They signed him to a 3-year, $10 million deal in March for this very purpose.
It's a 3rd down and 9 for Daniel, who pegs it. Flag is down. Incomplete pass intended for A.J. Jenkins.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact. Number 29 defense. 5 yards and automatic first down.
It is on the right corner. Sharice Wright making for the automatic first down.
And the crazy part of this, Jenkins doesn't even look like he's looking for the ball. Well, you see the hold right there, but he doesn't really get his head around. And you can see Wright, he clearly has the hold on A.J. Jenkins.
Chiefs have a first down at the Charger. 29, Gray in the backfield. Daniel able to stand in and then flips it ahead. He has Gray and a short pickup, but it is incomplete. Shovel pass attempted.
Chase Daniel, not the tallest quarterback. He's only 6 feet tall, but he's going to have some issues in the pocket just in terms of vision. You see, we're seeing a lot of movement from him, Marv. He's moving around, he's stepping up, he's sliding, he's buying some extra time. And the Chargers front 7 has had a difficult time getting their hands on Chase Daniel.
Now Knile Davis has checked back in along with the fullback Anthony Sherman for the 2nd down play. Here's the screen and it is dropped. Dropped by Davis.
Well, this is the one thing that we've seen the Chargers do a much better job of in this game. They are attacking the screen game before it hits them. Looked like Davis didn't see the ball in the sun, but they are really closing the gap. You've got to attack and hug up on the back in the screen game, and the Chargers have done an outstanding job of that here in this game.
Hit him right on the helmet, and I think you're correct. I think the sun blocked his vision. It's a 3rd and 10 from the 29. Daniel's pass deflected, but it's caught short of a first down. Catch was made by Junior Hemingway, and it's only a yard pickup.
Well, this ball gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. Good penetration on the left side. Actually goes off the helmet. Corey Leggett.
So this will be a 46-yard field goal attempt by Ryan Succop, who is 21 for 26 on the season. Missed from 47 last week against the Colts, and this one is good. The Chiefs add to the lead. They're up by 10, just under 7.5 remaining in the third.
This is smooth and precise on-road handling. This is total confidence and comfort. This is easy to use off-road capability when you need it. This is 70 and counting safety and security features. This is the freedom to keep chasing all the horizons you want. Introducing the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee.
Well-qualified lessees can lease the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee Sport for $259 a month.
Ready to run your lines? Okay. Who helps you focus on your recovery?
Yo, Affleck.
Wow, that was horrible. Pays you cash when you're sick or hurt.
Affleck.
Love it. Hate it. Helps you focus on getting back to normal.
Affleck.
I am so fired.
You're on in 5. Duck.
When you're sick or hurt, Aflac pays you cash. Find out more at aflac.com.
CBS is America's most watched network. With TV's top 2 shows, the top 3 new comedies, and the #1 news program.
Yes!
Now that's something to celebrate.
Tonight, we own the night.
Only CBS.
Thursday on CBS, make way for the Millers, TV's #1 new comedy. Will Arnett, Margot Martindale, and Beau Bridges star Thursday after The Big Bang Theory. Only CBS. Well, here are the Chargers needing a win to make it to the playoffs. How about Pittsburgh? This, after an 0-4 start, they win 6 of their last 8. And if San Diego loses to a Kansas City team that is comprised of basically backup players, Pittsburgh will make it to the playoffs, which I don't think, with Miami and Baltimore still alive earlier in the day, they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. I don't think that they would appreciate the fact that Andy Reid sat down all his starters. Right here, we're set for an update. JB and Shannon Sharp.
Here's how Chicago took the lead, Shannon. Yes, they got a big punt return from Devin Hester. It led to this, a 5-yard TD run by Matt Forte. His second on the day, 14-13, Bears back in front.
Back to Marv and Rich.
All right, JB, San Diego back to the offense, 7:27 remaining. In this third quarter, is now a 10-point lead for Kansas City. Ryan Mathews in the backfield. Phillip Rivers from the gun. And again in trouble and taken down. That is the 3rd sack of the day for the Chiefs. It is Jarrell Poe who is starting for Pro Bowler Dontari Poe.
And they're getting it done with just a 4-man rush. I mean, it's not like they're bringing 5 and 6. I mean, they're getting good pressure with a bunch of backups in the middle.
Jarrell Poe is making his first NFL start. He's been active for only 2 games, but did not even get on the field in those 2 games. He was dressed for the action. 3-year man out of Ole Miss. 2nd down and 13. Fake handoff. And Rivers throws deep down the left side. And the catch is made by Shea. Nope, now they say incomplete. Shea Ajira-Tutu, who has come up with a couple of big touchdown catches against Kansas City.
And when Phillip Rivers sees man-to-man coverage, he's going to give his receivers on the perimeter a chance to go up and make a play. Good effort by Ajira-Tutu. He just can't bring it down. Just can't squeeze it at the end.
In the earlier meeting against Kansas City in Week 12, he caught the game-winning touchdown with a half minute to go. 3rd and 13. Rivers throws the middle. It's caught for the first down. The catch made by Antonio Gates. It's a 16-yard gain.
Well, they do a really nice job. They bring pressure, and they pick it up, and Antonio Gates is left unaccounted for in the middle of the field. And this is just a blown assignment in the secondary by the Chiefs. I mean, that's where Phillip Rivers wants to go in a critical situation. He is their leading receiver. He's been the leading receiver 8 of the past 9 seasons.
Rivers now 10 of 16, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception, sacked 3 times. They go to the ground. Mathews not able to make the turn. Cut off by James Michael Johnson after picking up 2 yards.
And Mathews has slowed down quite a bit here in the second half. He had 9 carries for 68 yards in the first half. They've not been able to get him started here in the 3rd quarter.
He was a question mark earlier in the week. In fact, was wearing a walking boot earlier in the week with that injured left ankle, but he had said right from the start he will be in there. Now Danny Woodhead has come on for Mathews. 2nd and 8 for San Diego. Rivers looking right then left, completes to Woodhead. Woodhead up to the 39, went for 4, met by Hussein Abdullah, who is playing for the Pro Bowl strong safety Eric Berry.
And Woodhead has made a world of difference this year for Phillip Rivers, 69 catches. He brings an element that they haven't had since Darren Sproles left a couple of years ago.
To 3rd and 4. Now Woodhead is flanked wide to the left side at the bottom of the screen. 3rd down and 4 from the 39-yard line. Rivers able to get it off, but it is incomplete. Pass intended for Ladarius Green, who was covered by Ron Parker.
And Phillip Rivers isn't able to get enough on this throw. He actually throws this off balance. You're going to see him right at the end. He slide. He can't get that right leg through the throw, and that affects his accuracy.
So Dexter McCluster is back as the punting unit comes on for a 5th straight time. Mike Cypress, a booming punt. And that's a tough one to handle. McCluster making the fair catch. It was twisting and turning. A 53-yard punt. So the ball back to Kansas City. They lead by 10.
Super Bowl 48 is coming, and Bud Light is throwing you quite a show.
We'll run the spread, I'll throw the ball, we'll bring our blitz, I'll change the call, and we will be the team to win it all.
Not that kind of show. This kind of show. Use your FanZone app for your chance to unlock the ultimate VIP weekend. We're turning a luxury cruise liner into the Bud Light Hotel in New York City, where you'll party with celebrities, top music artists, and see Super Bowl 48. Download the FanZone app today. Bud Light, here we go.
You're saying I can get AT&T's network with a data plan and unlimited talk and text for as low as $45 a month?
$45 a month.
Wow. No annual contract?
No annual contract.
No long-term agreement?
No long-term agreement.
Really?
Really?
Okay, so what's the catch?
There is no catch.
Okay, I'm obviously getting nowhere with you. I'm gonna need to speak with a supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
Oh, finally, someone I can talk to.
It's not complicated. New smartphone plan starting at $45 a month with no annual contract. Only from AT&T.
To truck guys, the truck is everything. And when you put them in charge of making an unbeatable truck, good things happen. This is the Ram 1500, the 2014 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, and first ever back-to-back champion. Guts, glory, Ram.
Don't miss NCIS, CBS Tuesday, 8/7 Central.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Under Armour. I Will. And by Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Rich, I know you were not exactly sold on the moves made by Andy Reid at the start of the telecast. He has to be delirious the way things have gone.
Yeah, really. I mean, they've executed the plan just exactly as they kind of drew it up. And again, I had some concerns, Marv, because I think it's so important to head into the postseason with some confidence, with some momentum. They got thumped at home last week in a loss to Indianapolis. They have not played their best football in the last month and a half. They've lost 4 of the last 6 games after starting out red hot, winning the first 9. I just think that, you know, I would have played the starters a little bit in the first half just to get them some reps, get them some confidence heading into the postseason. But you got to give this team some credit because the backups have come in and so far have done the job.
2nd down and 7. And Daniel decides to keep it. And he has been so elusive, little pushing and shoving at the end of that play as Mathews got involved. That's a 6-yard gain for Daniel, who's run well.
He has done a nice job avoiding the rush and keeping plays alive with his legs. Very fortunate that this ball doesn't get ripped out at the end, but he takes a nasty hit.
And in doing so, picked up the first down.
And they are flying around. You know, you think this game isn't important to both these teams, but hey, San Diego, they've got a little over a quarter to try and get this thing turned around and earn a trip to the postseason.
And the chief backup players trying to prove themselves as they look down the road. The handoff goes to Davis, who's been able to hold on to the football. Teo and Melvin Ingram combined to make the stop. Just a 1-yard gain.
I think that group up front, that Kansas City offensive line, has really performed well. Marv, you think about it, the only starter that really started the game was Eric Fisher. Schwartz is in for him now. So you've got 5 new starters, including a rookie center, Eric Kush, and a cornerback in Chase Daniel, that's never started a game in his 5 seasons.
And the only other starter out there has been the fullback Anthony Sherman, who does not play on every down. Spin move by Gray, but he is wrapped up. Combination of Cam Thomas and Mathews leading to a loss of a yard. And you know, this is different than when you do this in your 4th preseason game playing all backups because of the larger roster in preseason. In the regular season, it's 53 guys available. And after the inactives are announced, so if a backup goes down, starters have to play. He has not been in that situation, although, as you mentioned, Fisher went down briefly.
And not only that, but a lot of these players are core special teams players, Mark. So they're playing three times as many snaps as they would normally play in a game.
Kendall Ray's getting to the quarterback, Chase Daniel, but a flag is down. Very few penalties handed out.
Illegal use of the hands. Number 69 offense. Penalties declined. 4th down.
It is on Rakevius Watkins, the left guard.
Yeah, he just catches him right there, right in the face mask. I mean, they're not going to miss that one. The umpire calls that. Good stop by that San Diego defense. Give Phillip Rivers, the Chargers offense, another opportunity.
So Rays gets credit for the sack. And Keenan Allen is back for the punt on 4th and long. Colquitt from deep in his own end gets away the good kick. And Allen will look to return. And he is smothered. Nowhere to go. Good coverage by the Chiefs, led by James Michael Johnson off the 53-yard punt. A minute 14 left, 3rd quarter.
This is Armor 1, clear for landing.
Under Armour's job is to make athletes better, to help Jordan Spieth compete for championships, turn Willie's family business into a dynasty, and to make Lindsey Vonn faster than ever before. Under Armour will push the bobsled harder, make Shawnee Davis feel supersonic, and get Bobby Brown higher than the rest. Under Armour can make tight feel nice, make strong look pretty, and help make Lindsay's comeback a reality. But most of all, Under Armour empowers the next athlete to believe that they can do anything.
The season leads here, to the place where every play is make or break. It's where legends are born. These are the playoffs. No one covers it like NFL Network. From exclusive access to Hall of Fame analysis to wired sound from the field.
NFL Network, your pass to the playoffs.
In the new year, CBS Thursday is super ultra mega crazy new.
I think you just summed it up pretty well.
Super new Big Bang Theories, ultra new Millers, mega new Crazy Ones, and crazy new 2.5 Men's.
This is crazy.
That's what I just said.
It all makes sense now.
It's super ultra mega crazy new Thursday.
It's pretty darn catchy.
Only CBS.
Back in San Diego, Marv Albert with Rich Gannon. It has been a wild finish in the AFC. San Diego back in possession. And Rivers able to complete to Allen. Goes for 6. Sean Smith, the right corner, who has not played very much today, makes the tackle. Last week, Sean Smith had a rough outing.
Yeah, he's a physical corner, but he hasn't always played the ball well in the air. He's lacked some consistency at the corner position.
2nd down and 4. Ryan Mathews returns to the backfield, takes the flip, and has nowhere to go. This Kansas City defensive unit has done an excellent job. Josh Martin makes the tackle.
Yeah, you know, it's certainly not time to panic if you're San Diego, but I think you get to be a little bit more concerned trailing 10 to a team that is playing a lot of their backups. And I always say, if you let a team hang around long enough, bad things will happen. I think this is getting to be a critical time in the game for Phillip Rivers in this offense.
Well, 3rd quarter is running down to 10-point lead for the Chiefs. There's Rivers swinging it out. Woodhead has the 1st down and more. So that is the end of the 3rd quarter. 7-yard pickup on that pass play. Kansas City holding on to the lead. They're up 24-14. We'll be back here after this message and a word from your local station.
Virginia Tech and UCLA head to El Paso for the 80th anniversary of a great college football tradition, the Hyundai Sun Bowl, Tuesday on CBS.
Don't miss Blue Bloods, Friday, only CBS.
The season leads here, to the place where every play is make or break. It's where legends are born. These are the playoffs. No one covers it like NFL Network. From exclusive access to Hall of Fame analysis to wired sound from the field.
NFL Network, your pass to the playoffs.
We're now in the approach phase. Everything looking good. Velocity 1,200 feet per second. You're looking great, Eagle. 2,000 feet. Still looking very good. 1,400 feet.
Funny thing happens when you shoot for the moon.
That's affirmative.
You get there.
You're go for landing, over.
The all-new Cadillac CTS, the 2014 Motor Trend Car of the Year.
Get the latest Samsung Galaxy phones for $0 down at participating T-Mobile stores now.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
On to the 4th quarter at Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego. 10-point Kansas City lead. And 1st and 10 for Rivers at the 46 on an end around. This is Royal. Rivers with the block as Royal has the first down inside the 40-yard line. Beautifully executed play. Hussein Abdullah and Nico Johnson combined to make the tackle. It's good for 15.
A little bit of misdirection. Woodhead's just going to flip it to Eddie Royal. Look at Phillip Rivers. Look at the hustle anyway, trying to get out in front and get a block for Royal. And look at the Chiefs over pursue. They're all working to their left. Late getting back to Eddie Royal.
First down at the 39-yard line as Mathews takes a handoff and works his way to the 35-yard line. Update time. Let's go to JB and Shannon Sharp.
With Denver en route to clinching home field throughout, up 31-0 at the half. Peyton Manning did not start the second half. Right call, Shannon. Yes. Rich, Marv, I don't know what you think, but I think this is the greatest statistical season by a quarterback in NFL history. Passing touchdowns in the season and passing yards in the season. Back to Marv and Rich.
I would have to agree. I don't know how you feel about it, Richards. Here's a big hole for Mathews. And Mathews works his way inside the 15-yard line. Tripped up by Quentin Dempsey. He goes for 20.
Well, this is good to see if you're a Chargers fan. He has been a workhorse for San Diego the last 3 weeks. A little toss play to the edge. He has really run hard for San Diego, despite that banged-up left ankle.
103 yards on the ground for Mathews, including a 44-yard run. Mathews again, and this time he is stopped. Alan Bailey able to make the tackle. But I must say, Rich, no matter what the final outcome, a most impressive performance by the Chiefs, doing it with their backups, which tells you about their all-around depth, although the team, and we're talking about the starters now, have had their problems in recent weeks against top-level competition.
Well, they have, but I think Andy Reid did the right thing by telling these players earlier in the week that not only are they going to play, but many of them are going to start. He did a good job communicating that to them and have taken most of the reps, and it certainly has paid off.
2nd and 8 off the throw. It is broken up. Rivers trying to get it to Allen in the corner, who was well covered by Marcus Cooper, rookie out of Rutgers, making his second NFL start.
Well, they've just missed on a couple throws today. We saw a couple misses earlier to Eddie Royal, then Keenan Allen can't squeeze that one in, but a good adjustment there by the corner, Marcus Cooper. He gets that right hand in there and knocks it away.
Looks like Mathews came off limping once again. Get ready for the 9th play of this drive that started back at the 31-yard line. This typical of the San Diego Chargers as Rivers fires. It is caught by Gates, and a flag is down. So we'll hear from the referee, Bill Levy, who has not had a busy day. Very few penalties called to this point. Looks like Sean Smith was hurt. It's Sean Smith, the right corner, who is usually a starter, being checked out.
Pass, holding, number 35 defense. The 5-yard penalty will be accepted. Automatic first down.
It is called on Quentin Dempsey. First penalty of the day on Kansas City. Chiefs with a 10-point lead as we take a break.
Before redeeming their Bank of America Travel Rewards points on more than just flights for their recent trip to paradise. Before they went to paradise and paid for the car rental, snorkeling, lava tour, and hula lessons. The Clarks got the Bank AmeriCard Travel Rewards credit card, the card that allows you to redeem points on just about anything travel-related. That's the Leia of Travel Rewards. Apply online or visit a Bank of America near you.
So this board gives me rates for Progressive Direct and other car insurance companies?
Yes.
But you're Progressive and they're them?
Yes.
But they're here?
Yes.
Are you...
There?
Yes.
No.
Are you them?
I'm me.
But those rates are for...
Them.
So them are here.
Yes. You want to run through it again?
No, I'm good.
You got it?
Yes.
Rates for us and them. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
great gifts from the person who knows you best. You. That's powerful. Verizon. Get New Year's countdown deals. Save $50 on select Droid devices like the free Droid Mini.
We make 60 minutes of play a day our top priority. Hop on the bus at NFLRush.com.
You are watching the NFL on CBS.
Well, Sean Smith walking over at the Kansas City sideline, and he is usually a starter at right corner. You see, he went down, and Ron Parker had hurt his finger earlier, is back in there. Here's the handoff to Mathews on the 1st and goal. 2-yard gain for Ryan Mathews, who has had an excellent season. He's coming into today, rushed for better than 1,100 yards, career high, 6 touchdowns, 24 catches, 7 touchdowns in all. And now James Michael Johnson is shaken up for Kansas City. And this is the reason that Andy Reid was concerned.
Rest of those,
yes, as
rest
he looks
of those starters
to the playoffs.
Guys, this is my cousin Raj.
Hey boys, I just saved a ton of cash with my State Farm discount double check. So the brats are on me. Oh, geez.
Crazy dream.
Easy. You're gonna wreck Bob's dream. By the way, how's that sausage pillow?
Delicious, good chicken.
Save with the discount double check today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
So you can get cash back on all your purchases. So you can use your cash back to follow your dream. So you can save the day. Chase freedom. So you can.
Thursday, on the first new Big Bang of the year, Penny gets a part on NCIS.
I flirt with Mark Harmon.
Oh, Mark Harmon, he's a dreamboat.
Plus, it's Comedy 101 with Professor Sheldon.
The notion that you can come up with a definitive theory of comedy is absurd. Okay, that's pretty good.
Then, make way for TV's newest superheroes.
Mother and son, combined as one. Your family is so cool.
A new Millers, right after a new Big Bang Theory. CBS Thursday.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by State Farm. It pays to double check. Talk to your agent today. Chase freedom. Get your cash back. And by Verizon. Holiday savings on the gifts everyone wants.
On this final day of the regular season, week number 17, what a bizarre finish in both the AFC and the NFC. San Diego here needing a win to make it into the playoffs and trailing 24-14. Second down and goal for Phillip Rivers and the Chargers. Eddie Woodhead has come on for Chris Mathews, who limped off again. Here's Rivers firing. Touchdown! Eddie Royal with a beautiful pattern. 6-yard touchdown pass play.
Well, Phillip Rivers is so accurate with the football. He is going to whip this thing out to the flat to Eddie Royal. I mean, the corner has no chance because of the pinpoint accuracy from Rivers. He does not hold the ball. He makes quick decisions, and he gets the ball out quickly. The most accurate passers in the league this season, completing almost 70% of his throws.
Which is amazing. Nick Novak puts it through. 10 plays, the usual 10-play drive for the Chargers. 69 yards and 4.5 minutes, and the Chiefs' lead is down to 3.
There's a saying around here. You stand behind what you say. Around here, you don't make excuses. You make commitments. And when you can't live up to them, you own up and make it right. Some people think the kind of accountability that thrives on so many streets in this country has gone missing in the places where it's needed most. But I know you'll still find it when you know where to look.
The Gallagher clan is flush.
How'd you get in here?
What are you gonna do about it?
I got a favor. Kill me.
Hit him harder!
Shameless, House of Lies, and episodes starting January 12th at 9, only on Showtime.
Walmart Super Savings Celebration is here. We got the Skylander Swap Force Starter Pack on rollback for $59.96. Herbal rollbacks. And Certipedic pillows on rollback. It's the Super Savings Celebration going on right now at Walmart.
The Intel-powered 2-in-1. The new guy got it for spilling coffee on his old computer. A tablet and laptop in one? You've been asking for a new computer for years. Are you going to watch things happen? Or make things happen? That should do it. A laptop when you need it, a tablet when you want it.
Join your favorite superstars as they honor Shirley MacLaine, Carlos Santana, Herbie Hancock, and the Piano Man himself, Billy Joel. Celebrate with Garth Brooks, Don Henley, Kathy Bates, Snoop Dogg, Tony Bennett, Harry Belafonte, and Anna Kendrick. It's a memorable night of music at the Kennedy Center Honors. Tonight after 60 Minutes.
It is a packed house here in San Diego, better than 70,000 turning out. That has not been the case throughout the season, but it's come down to this one for the Chargers, and they have turned out at the Q. They are now within 3. Knile Davis is back for Kansas City, and he will run it out across the 15. And is run out of bounds at the 20-yard line by Richard Marshall. He goes for 25. All right, let's take a look at some of the earlier activity. Miami losing to the Jets, so the Dolphins eliminated from the playoffs. How about Cincinnati over the Ravens? Baltimore eliminated. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, who started out 0-4, they've won 6 of their last 8, staying alive in a 4-way tie due to tiebreakers, which would mean a loss by San Diego. The Steelers would get in as the number 6 seed. Knile Davis is turned back. If the Chargers win, they are in as number 6.
It's been an amazing Sunday in the NFL. Miami, 2 ugly losses, a shutout loss last week in Buffalo. And of course, they lose at home today to the Jets. Cincinnati remains undefeated at home, beating the Ravens. And of course, Pittsburgh, as you mentioned, Marv, they're sitting at home watching this one, hoping that the Chiefs can hold on.
They would not be feeling too good about the fact that Andy Reid went with the backups, but the backups have done a very good job. And right now in danger with San Diego coming on. A.J. Jenkins with a diving catch across the 25. He picks up 5.
Well, San Diego has really tightened the screws defensively here in the second half. Chiefs just a little over 20 yards of offense. They've not let Knile Davis run wild. And of course, they've done a much better job containing Chase Daniel in the pocket.
Numbers on Daniel, 13 of 19, 111 yards and a touchdown. 3rd down play, 3rd and 5. Off the roll. Daniel with the pass. It is caught by Hemingway right at the marker. Junior Hemingway with a pretty grab for 6 and a 1st down.
Well, does a nice job getting his depth, getting at least to the 1st down marker. He does a nice job pushing off as well. There's a little return route on the boundary against Wright.
Junior Hemingway making his 2nd NFL start. He's played in every game this year. A 7th round pick last year. Spent all of last season on the Chiefs practice squad. Knile Davis in the backfield takes the handoff. Nowhere to go. Stood up by Monte Teo. Loss of 3.
Well, he has really gotten better each week. I mean, he's just going to meet the back in the hole. Nice job ripping him and getting him on the ground, but he has really improved his overall game. He's been much better against the pass. It's a terrific job running sideline to sideline, making a lot of stops at or around the line of scrimmage.
And the coaches very pleased with his play. As you mentioned, the last few weeks he has come on. Cyrus Gray in the backfield for a 2nd and 12. And it completes, but nothing there. Connecting with McCluster. Loss of 4.
Well, Gilchrist, he's in the slot. He does a nice job. He sniffs it right out. He's going to beat the receiver, Junior Hemingway, right across his face and able to make the stop in the backfield. They've done a nice job, the San Diego defense, playing the screen. The Chiefs have so many different screens. They've done a nice job attacking the screen before it hits them.
Once again, a 3rd down play for Daniel. 3rd and 16. 8.5 remaining, 4th quarter. Drop back by Daniel. Throws underneath. Caught, but short of the 1st down. Cyrus Gray makes the catch. 7-yard advance. Weddle and Adai are right there, and the punting unit will check in.
Well, Eric Weddle is the reason why this guy's a Pro Bowler. He is their most consistent performer. He's the most productive. He's the best tackler, the best blitzer, and he's very good in coverage when it comes to dealing with tight ends and backs.
Weddle coming up with that big interception last week, making the Pro Bowl for a 2nd time. Keenan Allen is back. 5th punt of the day for Colquitt. So San Diego gets it back. Here's Allen. Good coverage by the Chiefs as he's dropped at the 30. 45-yard punt, 7-yard return. The tackle by Jordan. Back in a moment.
What kind of energy is so abundant it can help provide the power for all this? Natural gas. More than ever before, America's electricity is generated by it. ExxonMobil uses advanced visualization and drilling technologies to produce natural gas, powering our lives while reducing emissions by up to 60%. Energy lives here.
All dogs, no matter the breed, are descendants of the wolf. They share many similar traits, especially a love for meat. So we've created a food that satisfies a dog's wolf spirit. High-protein, grain-free Blue Wilderness. It contains more of the chicken, salmon, or duck dogs love. There's a Blue Wilderness specially formulated for adults, puppies, small or large breeds, plus weight control too. If you want your dog or cat to enjoy a grain-free, high-protein diet like his ancestors once did, then Blue Wilderness is for you.
The amazing new iPad Air is here. And for the first time, it's at T-Mobile. So we're introducing something amazing of our own. While you use it on our network, every new iPad Air from T-Mobile comes with free 4G LTE data for life. Which means you can take your iPad Air even further than ever before. iPad Air, free data for life, only from T-Mobile.
Don't miss Person of Interest, Tuesday at 10/9 Central, only CBS. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by ExxonMobil. And by Subway. Hurry to Subway for Customer Appreciation Month this December. Subway, eat fresh.
'69-degree day in San Diego, California. 7.5 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Let's see what Rivers can do. Connects on the screen. Woodhead picks up 9 on the play. San Diego has been a very good come-from-behind team. They did it week 2 in Philly, week 4 against Dallas, and against these Kansas City Chiefs back in week 12.
Yeah, so don't be fooled by the record. I mean, the other 7 losses, all but 1 have been one-score games.
Ryan Mathews returns to the backfield, running hard. Works his way across the 45, picks up 7. Marcus Cooper made the stop, a first down for the Chargers. So Mathews, who has played through that injured left ankle, has been back in the locker room. He's been on the sideline, and he's back now on the field. First down across the 45-yard line. 6:35 remaining in the fourth. Rivers trying to sidearm it. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Well, he was wanting Ryan Mathews to run a little burst route to break out to his right. You see the back, little play action fake. Rivers he pulls his eyes right back inside to Ryan Mathews. The ball gets deflected by Jarrell Poe. Some miscommunication there between the back and the quarterback.
Brings up a second down and 10 at the Charger 46-yard line. 3-point lead for the Chiefs. Rivers goes sideline. It is caught. Keenan Allen on the reception. An 8-yard pickup. He was met by Marcus Cooper.
Well, they're playing so much two-deep man coverage. There's no reason why Cooper should allow the Chargers and Keenan Allen to complete this underneath. He can play a more of a trail technique, knowing that he's got safety help over the top.
It's a 3rd and 2. Allen with his 3rd catch now has 69 for the season. Woodhead in the backfield. Good protection for Rivers. And he completes. He has Allen down the sideline. Makes the cut to the 20, 15, 10. Down he goes inside the 10. First and goal for San Diego.
Again, this gets back to the accuracy of Philip Rivers. This is actually pretty good coverage, but he throws it in the only spot he possibly can to Keenan Allen. Dante Robinson actually had some pretty good coverage. If you wait, you're late against a quarterback like Philip Rivers.
38-yard pass play. Keenan Allen has gone over 1,000 yards receiving. Ryan Mathews in the backfield. First and goal. And the handoff goes to Mathews. Mathews stopped by Jay Howard. Went for 3. Chargers looking to take the lead. Danny Woodhead now comes back in. Just under 5 remaining in this fourth quarter. It is a 2nd and goal at the 5. A San Diego win, and they're in the number 6th seed, making the playoffs. Here's the play fake. Rivers. And he's bottled up.
Well, that looked awkward. I mean, we typically don't see that with Philip Rivers. I don't know if there was a blown assignment. It just nowhere to go with the football. He's going to look to his left initially, and like they were looking for something quick, and it doesn't happen. You always want to be playing your best late in the year, and that's usually the case with Philip Rivers. You look at his numbers in December, and he has been terrific. 29 and 6 all time.
It's 3rd and goal at the 4. Woodhead to the right of Rivers. Rivers looking. Couldn't find anyone. And decides to throw it away. Good coverage by the Chiefs. Rivers chased by Frank Zombo, the outside linebacker.
Well, the Chiefs do a really nice job here because what they do is they actually double Woodhead. He's going to run a little angle route. You see they're playing him in and out coverage, and that's really where Philip Rivers wanted to go with the football. Good adjustment there by the Chiefs defense.
22-yard attempt by Nick Novak, looking to tie the game. And he does. Chiefs and Chargers tied at 24, 3:21 remaining in the fourth.
Get great gifts from the person who knows you best. You. That's powerful. Verizon. Get New Year's countdown deals. Save $50 on select Droid devices like the free Droid Mini.
Mine was earned orbiting the moon in 1971.
Afghanistan in 2009.
On the USS Saratoga in 1982.
Once it's earned, USAA Auto Insurance is often handed down from generation to generation because it offers a superior level of protection and because USAA's commitment to serve current and former military members and their families is without equal. Begin your legacy. Get an auto insurance quote. USAA. We know what it means to serve.
Here's a question for you. Where does the United States get most of its energy? Is it Africa, the Middle East, Canada, or the US? The answer is the US. Most of America's energy comes from right here at home. Take the energy quiz. Energy lives here.
Tuesday, January 7th, Josh Holloway and Mark Helgenberger star in the new action drama Intelligence. Don't miss it, premiering Tuesday, January 7th, after NCIS, only CBS. All right, once again, here's the scenario in terms of making it to the wild card. San Diego with a win is in. They make the playoffs. Pittsburgh is in with a loss by San Diego. And the game is tied at 24. Knile Davis is back deep. Now lets it bounce out, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. Kansas City Chiefs going with backups here this afternoon. This will be discussed continually during the course of the week as Andy Reid made his decision, the same decision that he had made in Philadelphia on 4 occasions, and it did work 3 out of the 4 times. They won their first playoff game after he went with substitutes.
And at the end of the day, Marv, it's about what's in the best interest of your football team. You can't worry about what happened between the Jets and the Dolphins, or the Baltimore game with Cincinnati, or even the Pittsburgh situation. You got to take care of your business, and the Chiefs have done that by sitting the starters and playing the backups.
All right, here's Daniel stepping up, and he throws. A diving catch is made just shy of the 35 by Dexter McCluster, who has had a terrific game. That's good for 14.
Yeah, you always want to start a drive like this with a completion. Good protection. Run a little sail route with Dexter McCluster. Good accurate throw by Chase Daniel. And here's something to keep in mind. If the Chiefs get near midfield, we could be talking about 4-down territory for Kansas City. Remember now, they've got nothing to lose. They are locked into that 5th seed. San Diego needs to do something here in a hurry.
First down at the 34. Fake handoff. Daniel goes underneath. And it's a first down, caught by the tight end, Sean McGrath. First-year player out of Henderson State at Arkansas. And he comes up limping.
Really nice job by the quarterback going through his progressions. He worked 1-2, high-low to his left. He finds his tight end all the way coming across the field.
The Intel-powered 2-in-1. The new guy got it for spilling coffee on his old computer. A tablet and laptop in one? You've been asking for a new computer for years. Are you going to watch things happen or make things happen? That should do it. A laptop when you need it, a tablet when you want it.
This isn't football music, it's ice skating music. But when it comes on, whammo, big play. Our lucky song.
Who keeps playing this song?
I don't know.
Bud Light, for the fans who do whatever it takes.
Thank you, everyone who has ever loved a Honda. Thank you, Raquel. Thank you, Tyson and Glenn. Thank you, Ryan, for letting your Odyssey take you to 1st through 5th grade. Thank you, Hugh and Lucy, for making your Accord part of the trio. Thank you all for making your Honda more than a car. Thanks for making them something special. Honda.
Brooks, this is the situation right at the start of the day. Chargers in with a win or a tie. Should this game end in a tie, Chargers would be 8-7-1, and the Steelers 8-8, eliminated with a loss. Steelers with the win over Cleveland, in with the San Diego loss. Miami and Baltimore both losing this afternoon, so they are out. Comes down to San Diego or Pittsburgh. Here's Daniel on a deep drop, and he fired. Oh, it's caught for the first down and more. 24-yard gain, and again, it is Junior Hemingway making the catch.
Right, he's going to sell the post route, and then he works back to the corner, and Chase Daniel stops him in the hole between the corner and the safety. A very nice route by Hemingway.
We're coming up on 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, with this game tied at 24. So this one goes down to the final minutes. We'll be back to San Diego after.
Customer appreciation is back.
Only at Subway.
We're saying thanks all December long with 2 of your favorites for just $2 each. The 6-inch cold cut combo or meatball marinara.
$2 subs? That's something to celebrate.
Subway, eat fresh.
Fire up your breakfast with sriracha sauce at Subway. The warmest way to start the day. Add it to your favorite breakfast sandwich for a chili pepper punch.
Breakfast made the way I say.
It's our boldest flavor yet. Subway, eat fresh.
So Ally Bank has a Raise Your Rate CD that won't trap me in a rate.
That's correct.
Because I'm really nervous about getting trapped.
Why is that?
Could Mark? I have my reasons.
Look, you don't have to feel trapped with our Raise Your Rate CD. If our rate on the CD goes up, yours can too.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Don't feel trapped with the Ally Raise Your Rate CD. Ally Bank, your money needs an ally.
Get the latest Samsung Galaxy phones for $0 down at participating T-Mobile stores now.
New January 7th.
We gave a human the kind of power only found in a machine.
One agent.
There you are.
Can find every detail.
Wow, that photo you emailed your boyfriend in college. Don't worry, he can't print.
And see every angle.
Shoot him!
Little to the left.
I'm bleeding.
Don't be dramatic.
Intelligence, January 7th after NCIS.
This referring to the Pittsburgh Steelers, the only team to start 0-4 and make the playoffs. The 1992 San Diego Chargers. Pittsburgh in with a San Diego loss, and they began the year at 0-4. First down, though, for Kansas City. Knile Davis.
Well, the Chargers have to start burning some timeouts now. Trying to get the ball back. Kansas City already in field goal range.
This will be a 46-yarder for Ryan Succop. Missed from 47 last week against the Colts. Earlier hit from 46. His all-time long is 54.
This is a painful position to be in if you're Phillip Rivers. There's not a lot you can do right now. You go through all your 2-minute thoughts in your head, but you're just hoping and praying that your defense can do something in this situation. Come up with a turnover, force fumble, anything. What you don't want to do is have Kansas City milk the clock, make another first down, and prevent Phillip Rivers and that offense from even getting a chance to get back on the field.
Chiefs have a second down and 8. Davis, the running back, takes the handoff, looks to go wide. He does.
He stopped the clock.
Got out of bounds, so down to a minute 49 remaining.
And he's being told right now by the coaches on the sidelines, if you can, stay in bounds. Keep this clock running. You just saved the Chargers a timeout in that situation.
Chargers making changes. 3rd down and 3. Ryan Succop warming up. This would be a 42-yarder. They go to the Wildcat.
Yeah, Chase Daniels out of the game.
Cyrus Gray ready to accept the snap. Here it is, and he runs it. Cyrus Gray gets not to the 20, then pushed back. So where they spot it. Needed the 20 for a 1st down. And a timeout is taken by San Diego. So they're down to 1 timeout left. It is a 1st down, so Gray picked it up off the first Wildcat of the day.
Yeah, really nice job. They pulled the guard Johnson around, and Gray's able to muscle up in there and get that 1st down.
Cyrus Gray, 2nd-year man from Texas A&M and a 6th-round pick. Last year, primarily a special teams player. Actually needed the 21, and he got it. Once again, a look at the playoff picture. If San Diego wins, they're in. If they tie, they're in. Pittsburgh needs a loss by the Chargers, and they would make a dramatic turn starting at 0-4, winning 6 of 8, and they'd get in at 8-8.
Wow, it's an amazing story when you think about how this day started. But you look at what the Chiefs have been able to do and what they've been able to get it done throughout the course of this game with backups. And you look at the situation in the game with 1:39 and 1 timeout left. The Chiefs can run the ball here 3 times and have about 15 seconds left on the clock for a field goal.
The running back is Davis. Tried the middle. A yard on the play, and a timeout is taken. Timeout Chargers. That's their final timeout.
Kansas City just going to run it twice here and run the clock all the way down. Kick this field goal on 4th down. Andy Reid talking Chase Daniel through all the situations. Make sure you tell the backs to keep 2 hands on the ball, stay on the field, and safe, conservative runs up inside are the way to go in this situation.
Rich, what a performance by Chase Daniel in his first NFL start. 19 of 25, 169 yards, showing so much poise. Threw a touchdown, no interceptions, ran extremely well. 6 carries, 57 yards.
He's really handled himself in the game plan well.
This would be a 38-yard field goal from this spot. Once again, Davis. Lost a couple.
He's done a nice job as well, Marv. You think about how they've run the football today with Davis. 25 carries, 87 yards, a couple touchdowns. It's tough when you don't have Jamal Charles, who's meant so much to this offense this year. Almost 1,300 rushing yards. Leads the team with 70 receptions.
Only 19 touchdowns.
Amazing.
Celebrated his 27th birthday this past Friday. 3rd down and 11. Davis remains in the backfield. They're lined up in the I along with the fullback. And Davis stopped by Donald Butler. No gain on the play. So they're running it down. See the clock. We're down to 40 seconds. 4th down coming up.
It'll be inside 10 seconds, as we talked about, and call the timeout and kick the field goal. Make it very difficult for the Chargers. Get the ball back with less than 5 seconds. Terrific job by Andy Reid and his staff getting these young players ready, really on both sides of the ball. And Mark, we talked about it. You know, so many of these players were forced to play special teams as well. So when you think about playing between 18 and 22 snaps a game in the kicking game, and yet a guy like Davis and some of these other players defensively, you know, they played 65, 70 snaps of offense. You throw in another 20 plays of special teams. These guys are going to be exhausted on the plane ride home.
It has been a tremendous effort for Andy Reid's team. Ryan Succop now will come on. this will be a 41-yard attempt and could be the game winner with 8 seconds to play.
41-yard.
Succop on the season is 22 of 27. Hit from 46 earlier. Pittsburgh Steelers and their fans watching intensely. The kick by Succop. No good. He missed from 41. The game remains tied at 24.
You can't make this stuff up. A good snap and a good hold and a solid kicker in Ryan Succop. He just misses it right. Good snap, good hold. He just pushes it right. He can't believe it.
Thomas Gafford, the long snapper. Dustin Colquitt put it down. Mike McCoy. And the Chargers excited as we head to overtime.
Before the snap, timeout Kansas City. Their third and final charge timeout.
Timeout is taken by the Chiefs with 4 seconds remaining. And as we mentioned earlier, they go to overtime, and should there be a tie, San Diego ends up as the 6th seed because they would be 8-7-1, and Pittsburgh 8-8. All right, another look.
Well, we were just talking in the booth where they had preferred to have the ball in the middle of the field, but some kickers like it on the right hash if you're a right-footed kicker. And again, we talked about a good snap by Gafford, a good hold, and you can just see the excitement from Phillip Rivers.
Chargers conclude regulation. Tied at 24. A wild day in the AFC. Actually, throughout the NFL.
Oh, you wouldn't have it any other way, would you? I mean, this, right? Could you imagine Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers as they sit home and watch this finish? They've got to be going crazy right now.
All right, we'll listen in on the coin flip. And, you know, it's one of those games where, obviously, you're a head coach, Andy Reid, you want to win the game. But he has to feel happy the way his guys have played.
This is probably the one thing he doesn't want, though, is overtime. Remember now,
Correct.
We talked about resting these players. He talked about getting out of here healthy. And now you've got a bunch of players and some starters who've had to play late here in the second half to stick around and play into overtime.
All right, captains, we will have an overtime period of up to 15 minutes. Both teams will have an opportunity to possess the ball unless the first team that gains possession scores a touchdown or there's a defensive score. If the game ends in a tie, it'll be recorded as a tie. Fourth quarter timing rules will be in effect. Each team is given 2 timeouts, and all replays will be initiated by the replay booth. Kansas City, you're the visitors. You'll call it. Tail and a head. What is your call? Heads is the call. And it's tails. You want to kick in that direction?
All right, Cyrus Gray made the call of heads. It'll be San Diego ball as we head to overtime at the Q in San Diego.
The gifts you want, the network that brings them to life. That's powerful. Verizon.
Thank you, everyone who has ever loved a Honda. Thank you, Raquel. Thank you, Tyson and Glenn. Thank you, Ryan, for letting your Odyssey take you to 1st through 5th grade. Thank you, Hugh and Lucy, for making your Accord part of the trio. Thank you all for making your Honda more than a car. Thanks for making them something special. Honda.
Before using her new Bank of America credit card, which rewards her for responsibly managing her card balance, before receiving $25 toward her balance each quarter for making more than her minimum payment on time each month, Tracy got the Bank Americard Better Balance Rewards credit card, which fits nicely with everything else in life she has to balance. Yes. That's the benefit of responsibility. Apply online or visit a Bank of America near you.
As the retired police officer and fireman Bill Levy told us, there's one 15-minute quarter for overtime. Touchdown or safety on the first possession wins the game if the score is tied after each team's first possession. The next score will win the game. And 2 timeouts for each team. Ronnie Brown is back deep for San Diego. And remember, if this game ends up in a tie, San Diego is in the playoffs. Brown will stay right there. So they'll start out at the 20. Marv Albert, Rich Gannon. And it has been some day around the NFL.
It really has. And, you know, it's been some day for Phillip Rivers. He's 17 of 27, 3 touchdowns. He's been very efficient. He's done a nice job finding the backs in the passing game.
Chargers start out at the 20. Ryan Mathews, who has been in and out of the lineup because of that ankle, is flanked to the left side. Empty backfield for Rivers. Rivers steps up, a bullet that is caught. Caught by Antonio Gates for 5. He's up at the 25-yard line. Nico Johnson, the inside linebacker, made the stop.
Well, Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates, it's like clockwork. I mean, they just have a great feel and a great sense for each other in the passing game.
4th catch for Gates. Now Danny Woodhead has come on, takes the handoff, has a hole, has a first down, and a flag comes flying.
Holding, number 66, offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
They will bring it back. Jeremy Clary, the right guard, is called on the hold.
Yeah, you see Clary just grab. I think he's okay. Right there, he's going to grab the inside shirt of the defender. Looked like Alan Bailey. Clary's actually played pretty well since making the switch from tackle to guard this year for the Chargers.
2nd down and 15 for San Diego.
Good look at Dontari Poe. He's played really well. The Chiefs at the nose tackle position this year, well enough to make a Pro Bowl. Cheering on his teammates as they head in here into overtime.
Sitting it out, Jarrell Poe has no relation, has replaced him. 2nd and 15. We are in overtime. Rivers over the middle. He has Allen. Keenan Allen stopped by Dante Robinson, and Allen goes for 12.
Well, they're playing so much 2-deep man coverage that you have to attack inside, and that's just what the Chiefs did there to Keenan Allen. Do a good job moving Keenan Allen around with their formations and personnel usage. He's not always outside.
Now he's flanked to the left for this 3rd and 2. Woodhead in the backfield. Movement by Gates, who lines up in the slot on the left. Rivers standing in and is incomplete. Good pressure by the Chiefs.
Boy, a big stop there by Kansas City. Just a 4-man rush, but the 4-man rush has forced Phillip Rivers to move. They're trying to get the ball again to Antonio Gates. We've seen a lot of bracket coverage against Gates, where they're playing it in and out with two defenders.
The dangerous Dexter McCluster back for this punt. Remember, a touchdown or a safety on the first possession of overtime wins the game. Look out, a fake punt. Eric Weddle, look out. He's down though, that won't count. They bring it, Weddle flings the ball. He thought it was in.
Well, I think they're going to call him down. They run the fake punt. They're going to call him down. This is going to be very, very close to the 30-yard line based on where the official's at. You can see the line judge. He came in. He had the initial spot.
The Chargers reached the line of the game. First down.
There's a first down.
Well, they do the direct snap to Eric Weddle. You see him right here. Snap it to him. He just follows the big guys up inside, and he is being pushed forward there at the end to get that first down. A gutsy call by Mike McCoy.
A huge call as they maintain possession and have a first down at the 30. Woodhead takes the handoff. Stopped by Allen Bailey. Goes for 3. Eric Weddle, who is a free safety, Pro Bowler for the second time of his career, taking that direct snap. He thought he'd got all the way. Second down and 7. Once again, it is Woodhead. Stopped by Akeem Jordan. Goes for 6, just short of a first down. It'll be a 3rd and 1.
And if you're Kansas City, the problem with a back like Danny Woodhead is he gets lost behind that big offensive line of the Chargers. He finds a crease and he'll dart right through it.
Now Ryan Mathews returns. Mathews and the fullback LaRon McClain are in there. 3rd down and 1. And San Diego in possession throughout the start of this overtime with 3.5 gone by. Big hole for Mathews, and has a first down out near midfield. Mathews for 10. Once again, the wild card rundown. San Diego with a win or a tie in overtime makes it to the 6th seed. Pittsburgh is in with a loss by the Chargers. Ryan Mathews is back, combining with the fullback, LaRon McClain. They have a first down, a huge play on that fake punt with Weddle collecting the first down. They line up in the I. Second back coming through is Mathews. Stopped by Jay Howard. Gain of 2.
Well, it's been a terrific day for Ryan Mathews. 22 carries, 129 yards, including a long of 44 in the first quarter. And he's done it with a very banged up and taped up left ankle. Didn't really do much in practice this week, but he's been a workhorse today for the Chargers.
Remember, a touchdown on the first possession wins the game. There's Mathews with room. What a performance by Mathews. Stopped by Kendrick Lewis. He went for 13.
Well, they bring the safety, and Dempsey runs right by Mathews. It's like two ships passing in the night. And when you're going to bring pressure and you have heavy 8-man fronts, if one guy misses, if one guy is not in the right gap, there are huge creases for Ryan Mathews.
Beautiful block by the rookie DJ Fluker, who goes 6'5", 339 pounds. Their first-round draft pick. From this spot, it's a 53-yard field goal for Nick Novak. They have a first down. Mathews on a short advance, stopped by Frank Zumbo, the outside linebacker, perhaps a yard.
Well, San Diego wants to end this drive the right way. They want to score a touchdown and get out of here. And of course, you don't want to settle for a field goal and give Chase Daniel and that offense a chance to do their business.
See Nick Novak warming up. This would be 52 yards away for Novak. His career high, 53, a couple of years ago against Denver. And Danny Woodhead is back, 2nd down and 9. Woodhead looks to make the turn. Kept going, and is bounced out of bounds by Marcus Cooper. 3 on that run by Woodhead.
One of the benefits that they have is they keep rotating those backs through there. It's Mathews, he needs a breather. They bring in Woodhead. And Woodhead can be just as effective running the football as he's been this year out of the backfield as a receiver.
All right, Rich, it's a 3rd down and 6 as Novak continues to get ready.
Yeah, this is well within his range. He has been perfect from outside 40 this year.
He hit earlier from 22. This would be about a 49-yard attempt out of the gun. Rivers floats one. He has Woodhead. Has a 1st down.
Well, if you're the Chiefs, you're just asking a lot of these linebackers, Akeem Jordan. But watch the touch on this throw by Phillip Rivers. He just floats it out there to Woodhead, knowing that he's got the matchup that he wants, the running back on the linebacker.
And now the question is, when will Mike McCoy be comfortable with Novak and the distance? It's 41 yards right here.
Well, he's going to try and score a touchdown here. I mean, obviously, don't want to give the ball back to Kansas City here in overtime.
On an end around, it is Roy.
Well, we saw a very similar play from the Chargers earlier in the game where they actually handed it to Woodhead, who then flipped it to the receiver. And again, in that situation, more from the quarterback to Eddie Royal.
This is the 14th play of the drive. It's a 2nd down and 8.
We'll see him get to Novak now. As soon as Phillip Rivers sees the man-to-man coverage, he's going to spread out this Chiefs secondary. Here comes pressure.
Rivers over the middle for Woodhead.
That's one of the benefits of that Novak offense. You spread them out, you get 5 receivers out, and you force Kansas City to match up in man coverage.
6.5 remaining in overtime. A San Diego win or tie puts them in the number 6 slot. A San Diego loss, and Pittsburgh is in with a record of 8-8. 3rd down and 4. Eddie Royal stopped by Dante Robinson, lost a yard.
Well, they bring pressure again, but they do a nice job rallying to the quick screen. Really nice effort there by Dante Robinson, making that open field tackle, forcing San Diego to kick the field goal.
Well, this will be from 36 and would not mean a victory. You have to score a touchdown or safety on the first possession. So Novak able to put it through. Now it comes down to defense on the part of San Diego. If they're able to hold Kansas City without a score, it is all over. Five and a half to go in overtime. But look at the AFC brackets. Kansas City locked into number 5, going up against Indianapolis. We are set for an update. Let's go to JB and Shannon Sharp.
This is why the Packers wanted Rodgers back there.
4th and 8. Chicago comes with a bomb blitz, 0 coverage. They lose contain. Aaron Rodgers spins out. The just activated Randall Cobb into the end zone. 2nd of the day, puts the Pack in front. 34-27. Chicago's driving.
10 seconds left in regulation in Chicago. Let's go back to Marv and Rich.
All right, thank you, JB. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in OT, with the Chargers leading 27-24. And now it comes down to San Diego being able to stop Kansas City. Quentin Depps is back for the kickoff. They feel he's more sure-handed than Knile Davis. They don't want to take any chances. First lead of the game for San Diego. The kick by Novak. And Depps will run it out. Depps puts the speed on and gets across the 25. Ryan Succop had a chance right at the end of regulation.
That's why we're here, right? In overtime. I mean, a chance to finish it, and it just misses it right. Had a terrific year for the Chiefs, but boy, one he'd love to have back.
This crowd is reacting to the Charger defensive play. Now, a field goal would tie it, and they'd continue to play.
Well, San Diego has played a lot better defensively here in the second half.
First down from the 26. Daniel fired one. It's caught by Richard Gordon. Back up tight end. That's good for 4. Manti Te'o on the tackle.
Well, great opportunity for Chase Daniel to put a drive together here with his teammates. A lot of backup players out in that huddle. The one thing Andy Reid has not done, he's not gone back to some starters who did in fact dress for this game.
They have been providing an enthusiastic rooting section. Knile Davis is in the backfield. Second down play. Daniel able to complete. Dexter McCluster gets it out of bounds. Time is also a factor. 4:34 remaining at overtime. Eric Weddle ran him out.
Well, Dexter McCluster has been very good in the slot this year for the Chiefs. 47 catches coming into today's game. Of course, a Pro Bowl punt returner, but he's got great speed and quickness when he gets the ball in the open field.
First down for the Chiefs.
Become a much better route runner in the slot.
Off the roll. Daniel could not find anyone, just takes it out of bounds. It's run out by Marcus Gilchrist. It's the final. Green Bay has clinched the NFC North.
You think about Aaron Rodgers, they hadn't had his services for the better part of 9 weeks. It's good to get him back to go on the road and beat the division rival Chicago Bears.
Ryan Succop getting ready. 2nd and 8.
A little bit of a problem getting lined up here coming out of the huddle. This is not good as the play clock runs down. Oh, Andy Reid called a timeout.
Kansas City called timeout.
So they have one timeout remaining. Each team with 2 timeouts allowed in overtime. So they will talk things over. Tonight on CBS begins with a special edition of 60 Minutes going to extremes, followed by the Kennedy Center Honors. Tonight only CBS.
Well, Kansas City has had to use a number of timeouts on offense throughout the course of this game, Marv, because they've had some issues getting lined up. Remember now, you've got a lot of players, not just a quarterback that's making his first ever start, but 10 players today for the Chiefs on offense and defense that have never started games. They've got the opportunity to do so here today in San Diego, and there have been some communication issues coming out of the huddle, especially on offense.
But you have to think that in Pittsburgh they're going nuts, because Kansas City is looking to get as close as possible for Succop to convert a field goal, and this could end up in a tie. There'll still be some time remaining on the clock, possibly. We're down to just under 4.5 remaining. Daniel fires one deep, and a flag is tossed. It was intended for A.J. Jenkins, covered by the left corner Richard Marshall.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, number 31 defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yes, 31 is Richard Marshall, the 8-year man out of Fresno State.
Yeah, just look at the middle of your screen. He runs that post corner, and Marshall's going to grab him out of the break. The back judge right there to make the call.
That leads to a first down at the Charger 36-yard line. This would be a 54-yard attempt. Davis. And they gang tackle him. Donald Butler leads the way. That's a loss of 4.
Boy, Kendall Reyes really got out of his stance, and Davis had no chance. Boy, you just hate negative runs in this season, in this situation. The Chiefs haven't had a lot of them, just 21 all season, the fewest in the NFL. It's an area of their game that they've really cleaned up, but penetration right there made it difficult for Davis.
This will set it back to a second down and 15. Jenkins in motion. Daniel feeling pressure, gets it away. Pass intended for McCluster. Brings up a 3rd and 15.
Well, this is asking a lot of your tight end, and again, an extra hitch here by Chase Daniel makes it very difficult. Reggie Walker, he's going to beat the tight end around, and he doesn't give up on the play. He keeps coming right along with Kendall Reyes.
So there you see it. If San Diego can hold on, they will head to the playoffs. Daniel with a deep drop and throws. It is broken up. Intended for Jenkins. Broken up by Adai.
Adai does a really nice job. He is going to drive on this ball, and he beats A.J. Jenkins to the intersection. Good anticipation by the safety.
Well, they're going to go for it. Succop's long is 54. This would be a 59-yard attempt to tie it to extend the game. Timeout is called by Kansas City. That's their final timeout.
And you know, you go back and you look at that previous play, Marv. Chase Daniel, I think he had some options underneath. He could have picked up half of it on 3rd down and at least given Andy Reid and the staff the option of putting Succop out there to kick a field goal. But because he went for it all and took the shot downfield to A.J. Jenkins, they now find themselves in a 4th and 15 situation. That's all or nothing here for Kansas City and Chase Daniel. Now you got to ask yourself, if you're Andy Reid, what does San Diego do? Do they pressure in this situation? Probably not in the 4th and 15. Probably rush 3 or 4 and drop 7 or 8 into coverage. You're going to see a 3-man rush.
Here we go. 4th and 15. Off the fake, he's in trouble. He's going to run, he got a block, and now he's going to throw. He went over, apparently he was past the line of scrimmage anyway, and that will do it. The San Diego Chargers, wait a moment, a flag was thrown. It was picked up. We have not received the official word that the game is over. Well, the referee is leaving, so I guess The game is over. The flag concerning the fact that Daniel was past the line of scrimmage.
And that's why they're just going to pick up the flag. But I would love an explanation. When you throw the flag, I think you owe it to the fans, the folks at home, and certainly to us up here in the broadcast booth to explain what happened and why the flag was picked up.
All right, here's another look at it. Daniel in trouble. Well, try to run.
Yeah, they turned Reyes loose. Now you watch Chase Daniel. He is going to cross the line of scrimmage when he makes this attempt. That's what the flag was for in that situation.
So an unlikely fashion with Miami and Baltimore losing earlier, San Diego makes it to the number 6 seed in the playoff. They've won 4 straight and 5 of their last 6 as you take another look at it.
Well, they turned the tight end Richard Gordon loose on Reyes. He was late out of his stance. He was late with his eyes, and that made things almost impossible for Chase Daniel.
And at 9-7, San Diego's matched their best record since back in 2010, while Kansas City finishes 11-5 as they look to their wild card matchup next week. And you know the Pittsburgh Steelers are not a happy group. After beating Cleveland, they had an opportunity had San Diego lost to make it to the number 6 seed with a record of 8-8.
But you got to give the Chargers some credit, Marv. A month ago, they were 5-7. Nobody gave them a chance. Mike McCoy, this football team, they won 4 straight. They finished 4-2 in the division, and now they find themselves in the postseason.
Thanks to producer Jim Rickoff, director Andy Goldberg, our statistician Russ Glynn, and spotter Mike Bazemore. Marv Albert with Rich Gannon. Overtime victory for San Diego tonight on CBS begins with a special edition of 60 Minutes. You've been watching the NFL on CBS.
Our mortgage payment is too high. I think we should challenge.
You got it.
We will now go to the official mortgage review from Quicken Loans. Upon official mortgage review, Quicken Loans can save them over $200 per month.
That's good! Oh, now that's a lot of savings. Boomski! Challenge us to save you money with the official mortgage review from Quicken Loans.
Walmart Super Savings Celebration is here. The Bissell Pro Heat Pet Carpet Cleaner on rollback. 4 packs of Campbell's Chicken Noodle or Tomato Soup. And 6 packs of Dan's Oikos Greek Yogurt. It's the Super Savings Celebration going on right now at Walmart.
So Ally Bank really has no hidden fees on savings accounts?
That's right, no hidden fees.
It's just I'm worried about, hidden things.
Okay, why's that?
Well,
Surprise! Well, it's true. At Ally, there are no hidden fees. Not one.
That's nice.
No hidden fees, no worries. Ally Bank, your money needs an ally.
And hello, everyone, and welcome back to New York City and our NFL studio, the NFL Today postgame show. JB along with the full house, Dan, Coach Shannon, and Boomer. Let's take a look at the AFC.
Well, JB, I think if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan right now, you're reaching for the Tums because you need it. What an unbelievable finish out there in San Diego. But you can see right there, Kansas City's going to be at Indianapolis. San Diego will visit Cincinnati. Both of those games are rematch games from these 4 teams who all played each other already this year.
Coach, NFC side of the house.
NBC United San Francisco will go to Green Bay. Remember earlier in the season, Green Bay lost to San Francisco in Week 1 in San Francisco. And then New Orleans will visit the winner of tonight's game, Philadelphia and Dallas.
All right, Bill.
And you look at this game, what a wild game right here. Knile Davis is going to go over. He had 2 touchdowns on the day, gives San Diego Chiefs the lead. Then right here, the 3rd touchdown pass by Frith Rivers, Eddie Royal. And then Ryan Succop, a 41-yarder to win it for Kansas City. Man. He misses it, gives San Diego life. In overtime, after a fake punt by Dennis Allen kept it going, they kicked the field goal. And then on the last play of the overtime play right here, Chase Daniels on 4th and 15, trying to keep it alive. He goes across the line of scrimmage. It wouldn't even been complete anyway. Incomplete, and the San Diego Chargers are going to the playoffs.
That was Mike McCoy, Chargers coach. That was fourth.
Yes, Mike McCoy.
Yeah, it's a gutsy call to go fourth down in overtime.
So the Chargers got it done. They are in the postseason, and after the game, Philip Rivers caught up with our announcers Marv Albert and Rich Gannon.
Philip, have you ever been through a more bizarre final day of the regular season?
I tell you, it's crazy. It's been, I'm emotional about it because it's been an unreal ride this year. And we haven't been in the postseason in a long time. And, you know, it's awesome to get in and find a way to get in. We didn't play our best today, but we found a way to get in. Let's go. Found a way to get in. And it's unbelievable. I mean, percentage-wise, if you want to do the math, we were under a 1% chance 2 weeks ago. And we're in, headed to Cincinnati. It's awesome.
Philip, you guys were 5-7. Nobody gave you a chance. You won 4 straight. How aware were you of the situation prior to the start of the game? Was it something that was discussed by Mike McCoy?
We left the TVs on a little longer today than normal. And we knew, and then we shifted our focus to say, hey, look, now we got to do our part. And we didn't do our part for about 3.5 quarters, but we did it. We did what you had to do to win. This league's about winning. They don't give you any, there's no style points. And unbelievable team win. At 5-7, a bunch of us kind of said 9 will be enough. Let's find a way to win the last 4, and we did it.
Well, Philip, you're headed to the playoffs. Congratulations, and thanks for stopping by.
Thanks.
Well, you know what? You look at Philip Rivers, you got to be happy for him, the excitement and the way this game went down, and the fact that he had a great year this year. You know, the way he played as a quarterback, he deserves to be in these playoffs.
And I just got to say, Mike McCoy's call of a fake punt in overtime, so gutsy when he was backed up. I mean, they made calls, and, you know, Mike McCoy, give him credit in the first year of taking this team and making them believe, and to win the last 4 to get in, unbelievable.
The Chargers had a slightly better chance of getting into the playoffs than I had of winning the Powerball. The Chargers won. I didn't. I'm up here talking about this. This is an unbelievable game. The wave of emotions that you go through. You thought you've lost the game. Everything works in your favor, Coach. We need this team to lose. We did this team to lose. They're playing without their starters. 20 of their 22 starters are sitting down, and somehow they find a way to win the ball game.
That's the thing I was going to point out. 20 of 22 starters for the Kansas City Chiefs are not playing this game. That kind of concerns me if you're moving forward and you're San Diego, but everything starts anew next week. The only thing I could say about the way that the Kansas City Chiefs ended this season, that was a pretty fantastic way to go out, to have a real chance to win a game and to put Pittsburgh into the playoffs.
And, you know, Chase Daniels, I mean, he proved as his first start, you know, in the NFL game in this kind of situation and almost won.
I said suspenseful at the beginning of the day when we did our show at 12 o'clock. It did not let down.
Held true. Step aside for a quick timeout. The NFL Today Update Show will continue.
Start with a new Surface, complete with Office, then add a keyboard. Try the 2-in-1 that's both a laptop and a tablet. Or the lightweight all-in-one you can even take with you. There's the phone with 41 megapixels and reinvented zoom. And the 8-inch Windows tablet with up to 14 hours of battery life. All of these amazing devices come with the same incredible experience. That's the new Windows. One experience on every device for everything in your life.
Mine was earned orbiting the moon in 1971.
Afghanistan in 2009.
On the USS Saratoga in 1982.
Once it's earned, USAA Auto Insurance is often handed down from generation to generation because it offers a superior level of protection and because USAA's commitment to serve current and former military members and their families is without equal. Begin your legacy. Get an auto insurance quote. USAA. We know what it means to serve.
Back here in Studio 43 as we continue to bring you the highlights of the games played today. Awesome indeed. Boom.
Okay, guys, this was in a driving rainstorm the whole day. Freezing cold, windy, bad conditions. Yet the Patriots end up going 12-4. They hold on to the number 2 seed. They get the bye next week. And you can take a look at this. The Bills gave the Patriots all they could handle. LeGarrette Blount had 189 yards on the ground, rushing 24 attempts. Thad Lewis, the quarterback for Buffalo, 16 of 29, 247 yards and a touchdown. Blount also had 2 touchdowns right there. That was the game winner. They go on to win a 12-4 season with all the injuries, all the problems, all the offensive problems that the Patriots have had this year. Is pretty
Manning's highlight season continues.
Yeah, JB, he was special this year. He's always special. Here, touchdown pass early to Eric Decker, 7-0 Broncos. And here, Watch this laser that he throws to Demaryius Thomas. This is a long handoff, JB. A 63-yard handoff it is. 24-0 at this point.
Can't beat a perfect throw.
And this is the record breaker, JB. 3 yards to Demaryius Thomas. Peyton Manning, the single-season touchdown record, 55, and yardage, 5,477. The first team in NFL history to score over 600 points in a season. I think it's pretty good for Peyton Manning.
Wow, what a crazy game in Chicago, Green Bay. See right here, Jay Cutler, he throws it to Brandon Marshall, putting them up 28-20. Eddie Lacy, he bounces back outside, 6-yard touchdown run, 28-27 Bears. And at the end of the game here, Jay Cutler, on 4th down, he escapes the blitz. Randall Cobb, touchdown. And the last play of the game, Jay Cutler's trying to get a Hail Mary pass. He throws it up, gets intercepted in Green Bay in a miracle comeback by Aaron Rodgers. What he was able to do on that 4th down play to hit Randall Cobb for the touchdown, 33-28. Green Bay's going to the playoffs. Chicago's going home.
Drew Brees was magnificent today. This touchdown, Lance Moore, 44 yards, 7-0 early, was only a foreshadow of things to come. 21-14 at this point. In this one, down the middle, Kenny steals. Well, he's moving fast to me, he ain't steal. 28-14 at this point. 4 TD on the first half, Drew Brees, 24-31, 381, 4 TDs. Jimmy Graham finished the season with 16 receiving touchdowns. They were awesome.
All right, you talk about a good season and a good game. How about the Arizona Cardinals? They got down 17-0. Here's Colin Kaepernick. He's going to find his favorite target, Vernon Davis to the back. They go up 17-0, like I said, but Carson Palmer, 4th and goal. Touchdown pass right there. He rallies his team all the way back. As a matter of fact, Carson Palmer threw for 407 yards and 2 touchdowns. They get to a tie, and then they tie it again at 20-20. Then Phil Dawson, the game winner here as time expires. San Francisco ends up with the 5 seed. They go 12-4. They will visit Green Bay next week. 23-20.
And the Seattle Seahawks, they clinched #1 seed in home field throughout the playoffs. You go to Seattle, you don't have to play this defense. This defense today had 4 sacks, 2 interceptions. This one right here by Malcolm Smith returned 37 yards for a touchdown. And then Russell Wilson is going to hit Golden Tate right here from 47 yards out. The running game of Marshawn Lynch, they are going to be a tough team to play in Seattle. Again, the #1 seed with Seattle has clinched it today.
And as we move along, Cincinnati, despite 4 picks, Shannon.
Yes, JB, he didn't start very well. Red Rifle threw 2 interceptions on his first 2 possessions, but the play fake. Up top, down below is A.J. Green. 53 yards later, they have a 7-6 lead. The game was tied 17-17. Andy Dalton takes it in himself, 1 yard, 24-17. Drake Kirkpatrick had already picked Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco thought he was playing. He picked him again. Took this one to the house, 34-17. They win the AFC North 34-17, and they're at home for a playoff game.
Okay, Miami with a chance to go to the playoffs, playing the Jets at home. Ryan Tannehill throws this touchdown to Mike Wallace, putting them up 7-0. But Geno Smith, what a day. He ran for 44 yards in this touchdown. Look at the effort. He was 17 for 27, 190 yards, and no interceptions. And Ryan Tannehill threw 3 interceptions. This one to Ed Reed. The Jets beat the Dolphins at home. The Dolphins are going home and miss the playoffs.
So the Jets, Rex Ryan secures his spot as the head coach with that win.
And, you know, Baltimore lost, Miami lost. Pittsburgh did its job. Ryan Succop did not do his. But right here, Ben Roethlisberger finds Jerko Cotchery 9 yards out. And Le'Veon Bell, a good young back, be great in the future. He takes his football out from 5 yards. Pittsburgh wins, but not enough to get in. And San Diego, which we just saw, won.
You take a look at this one right here. The Colts could have moved up to the 2nd seed by virtue of New England losing and or Cincinnati losing. They didn't, but maybe they are the hottest team going into the playoffs right now. The Colts have won 2 in a row.
Carolina used 9 sacks of Matt Ryan, a late touchdown from Cam Newton to Greg Olsen. 21-20, they're the #2 seed and win the NFC South.
All right, boom, boom. And
well, here's the NFC playoffs right here. Green Bay is going to host San Francisco, a rematch of Week 1. New Orleans will then visit either Philadelphia or Dallas.
And you look at 3 teams from the AFC West getting to the playoffs. You look at it, rematches, boom, you mentioned earlier, the 3-6, the 4-5 are rematches from early in the regular season. Denver and New England Patriots, the 1-2 seed, have byes.
Coach, closing thoughts. You said it was going to be a wild closing season, and it was.
It was a wild closing season. And LeGarrette Blount, you talk about a guy that had a day over 300 yards of total